Hello, today's video we have the following content.
Explosive. Guo Yuxin, the high-energy short drama harvester. How did she and Huang Haowen achieve 2 hits in one drama? If the short drama circle has a phenomenal physique, then the name Guo Yuxin is no longer just a potential stock, but a hard currency that is being cashed in rapidly. Recently, in the midsummer of August, surpassed 8 million views. The show was trending on social media, with one hot topic after another. The barrage of comments was so dense the screen was almost invisible. One viewer succinctly summarized it: "I clicked in for the plot, but stayed because I was completely captivated by Guo Yuxin." Many people belatedly realized, short dramas aren't lacking in good actors, it's just that no one dared to push the acting to such a high level before. Starting with Biking Me in Summer Offender, Guo Yuxin had already shown signs of playing tough characters. That character appeared calm on the surface but was internally turbulent. In a scene of silence after being misunderstood, she had almost no lines, conveying the emotional progression solely through her eyes, first restrained, then collapse, and finally calm. At that moment, many viewers realized for the first time, short dramas can also be treated with cinematic acting. And within the midsummer of August, she completely transformed her style. The cool, domineering sweet girl persona is inherently easy to backfire on. One wrong move and it becomes fake coldness or awkward sweetness. But Guo Yuxin did the opposite. Her sweetness didn't rely on coquetry, her coldness didn't rely on a stern face, but rather on extreme. Her meticulous facial expressions dissect the character's controlling nature, insecurity, and tentative nature, layer by layer, for the audience to see. Thus, you realize, she's not acting in a romance, but rather an emotional game. It was in this drama that her pairing with Huang Haowen was hailed by viewers as the textbook example of high sweetness in short dramas. There was no deliberate sweetness, no industrialized eye contact, but whenever the two were on screen together, the air became thick with tension. Huang Haowen's composure, combined with Guo Yuxin's vivacity, created a rare balance. He supported the drama, she ignited it. The result was, one drama became a hit, and both actors soared to new heights. This is the true meaning of one drama, 2 hits, not the marketing-driven CP hype, but a chemical reaction that viewers willingly embraced. Zooming out further, you'll find this isn't an isolated case. Meanwhile, Shi Zhujing, with her natural crazy, refreshing, and sweet persona, went viral in short dramas, with precise humor and a sharp pacing, perfectly hitting the sweet spots of today's audiences. Behind this phenomenon is actually the short. The drama is undergoing a crucial evolution. It pays close attention to detail, understands how to capture hearts, and dares to let actors speak with their true talents. Guo Yuxin happens to be at the very center of this wave. The so-called lucky charm for her co-stars is no longer sufficient for her. She's more like a drama-boosting engine. A character she portrays becomes memorable. Her co-stars stand out more easily. This isn't some mystical phenomenon, it's the result of an actress's understanding of the script, her control over her emotions, and her absolute trust in the camera. The short drama circle is never short of viewers, but what's truly scarce are actors who can turn viewership into quality work, and quality work into critical acclaim. Guo Yuxin is doing precisely this most difficult yet most valuable thing. It's foreseeable that as more and more viewers begin to remember the characters rather than the edited footage, and as short dramas are no longer easily summarized as fast food, actors like Guo Yuxin will only become more and more sought after. This time, she's not just lucky. She's truly phenomenal. And what truly captivates the audiences? It's not just the sweetness in the plot, but the authentic feeling of this on-screen couple, as if they're actually dating even without acting. You'll find that their intimacy is never a prearranged gesture, but rather a spontaneous reaction, a delayed glance, an unconscious move closer, even a smile lingering after a line is spoken. All tell the audience, this isn't scripted sweetness, but the result of naturally overflowing emotions. This is precisely why viewers repeatedly dig into the behind-the-scenes footage and continue to ship them beyond the main show. Guo Yuxin's brilliance lies in her ability to pull her co-stars into her rhythm. She doesn't steal the spotlight, yet she makes the whole scene more engaging. Her emotions are like a magnetic field. Once established, it's hard for her co-stars not to be influenced. Huang Haowen was previously criticized for having good looks but lacking a certain spark, but standing next to her, that spark was ignited, not with more effort, but with more relaxation. Thus, a male lead who no longer tries so hard to prove himself truly stands out. This is why the industry has begun to reevaluating the value of short dramas. When actors are no longer limited by small scale, and when works no longer rely on sensationalism to create excitement, short dramas become the battlefield that best tests fundamental skills. The ability to evoke empathy, captivate, and lead to repeated viewings in a short time is itself a testament to skill. After In the Midsummer of August, Guo Yuxin and Huang Haowen didn't just make one drama a hit, but rather achieved a cognitive upgrade. Short dramas can indeed promote actors, and good actors can truly complement each other. No one dares to predict where they will go next, but one thing is certain, this time, they have quietly rewritten the direction of the short drama circle. More importantly, Shi Zhijing's crazy and refreshing performance is never an over-the-top, exaggerated display, but rather a relaxed feeling of completely unafraid of looking ugly or losing her filter. She dares to make expressions, dares to give reactions, dares to push the character's emotions to the extreme, yet always stays on the edge of reality. Thus, the audience laughs and then becomes immersed. This isn't watching an actor's performance, it's watching a vibrant, slightly eccentric, yet incredibly genuine person. It's precisely this natural sense of life that makes her presence so strong in short dramas. Even if she's not the absolute center, as long as the camera pans to her, attention is immediately drawn. This quality is almost a scarce resource in the short drama market. Short dramas are fast-paced and emotionally intense, and the biggest fear is actors being stiff or making mistakes. Shi Zhijing, however, is the opposite. She's the type that becomes more captivating the more she lets loose, and viewers are naturally willing to linger for a few more seconds with her. Looking back at the collective rise of these actors, it actually reflects the changes in the current short drama market. Audiences are no longer satisfied with formulaic sweetness or mechanically melodramatic scenes. They are starting to pay for performances that resonate with them. The plot can be short, but the emotions cannot be fake. The length can be light, but the characters must be believable. Guo Yuxin proved with her attention to detail and control that short dramas can also have a high-end feel. Huang Haowen shared the label of being unpopular with her consistently solid performances, and Shi Zhijing, with her natural audience appeal, completed the most needed piece of the puzzle for short dramas: instant resonance. When these three qualities are seen simultaneously, it already indicates one thing: short dramas are entering a period of actor dividends. Without relying on capital pushes or sensational topics, as long as the role is right and the performance is on point, the market will naturally provide the most direct feedback. This isn't a chance breakout success, but rather an entire industry quietly shifting gears and accelerating. It is precisely in this context that after being mind-read, the pampered heiress's persona collapses again can truly laugh its way out of the circle. Shi Zhijing portrays the unconventional character, quick-witted, straightforward, and driven by emotion, in a wild and genuine way. Viewers laugh at her daring while simultaneously projecting their own experiences. Who wouldn't want to be like that in real life, free from frustration and internal conflict? Her performance has no comfort zone, instead, it's full of satisfying moments. This direct emotional release precisely hits the emotional outlet that young audiences need most. And as more and more actors like her seen, the essence of short dramas is quietly changing. It's no longer just fast-paced content, but rather a highly condensed emotional product, fast-paced yet not perfunctory, short in length yet not superficial. Actors must complete the entire process of establishing a character, conveying emotions, and leaving a lasting impression in a very short time, which demands even more from the performance than from long dramas. This is precisely why the recent rise to fame of Guo Yuxin, Huang Haowen, and Shi Zhijing is so convincing. They weren't propelled forward by popularity, but rather used their roles to draw the audience in step by step. When audiences start actively seeking out projects and following new dramas for their actors, the winner's logic for short dramas is already established. It's foreseeable that as the market continues to reshuffle, those works relying solely on filters, formulas, and labels will find it increasingly difficult to survive. Those who truly endure will undoubtedly be actors who dare to act, dare to be genuine, and dare to fully express their emotions. Short dramas won't replace movies, nor will they crush long dramas, but they are proving one thing: in an era of scarce attention, as long as you are genuine enough, accurate enough, and capable enough of captivating hearts. Even on a small stage, you can create a resounding impact.
Thank you for watching the video. If this is your first time watching a video, please subscribe to the channel, like and leave your comments to help us develop your channel.